Well, good morning, everybody. I am in front of my socialist block apartment here in Belgrade, waiting for my pickup for a super cool day tour that I wanted to do that is going to take us to a medieval fortress and then to a really cool nature area called the Iron Gate, right on the border of Romania and Serbia. Now, I only booked a week here in the country, so I definitely, will be coming back. There's a lot of things that I didn't have time to do, but this is supposed to be one of the most amazing nature areas in the country, so I'm very excited. I did book it on Get Your Guide, and if you guys want to, do the same tour, I'm going to have a link in the description. Not at all sponsored. I'll give you my honest opinion, but it is an affiliate link, which means that it doesn't cost you any extra, but gives me a kickback and helps support this channel. So thank you very much to anybody who uses the link. And yeah, I think my car should be arriving here anytime, so let's get on going. So guys, we just got to Golubac Fortress, which from the time that I heard our guide pronounce the name, I'm like, I wonder if it's the same word as we have in Russian where golub is pigeon. And sure enough, it's actually called the Pigeon Fortress. So there is some similarities in the language. So this area of Serbia has definitely exchanged hands many times. I'll give you guys more information as we go. But it is believed that the main area of the fortress was really built in the 14th century and was obviously a military stronghold. Nowadays, it is a very popular attraction, but it is also connected to the town of Golubac, which is just down here. Beside us is also a very famous attraction, you could say, where this is the Danube River, the second longest river in Europe, and just on the other side is Romania. So we are literally straddling two different countries.
Welcome to Golubac Fortress, one of Serbia's most stunning medieval landmarks. Perched dramatically on the cliffs above the Danube River, this 14th century fortress guarded the entrance to the Iron Gates Gorge, which you guys will see later on in my video, which was a key strategic point between Central and Eastern Europe. With its 10 massive towers and thick stone walls, Golubac was a battleground for centuries, shifting between Serbian, Hungarian, and Ottoman control. Its unique triangular layout was built to withstand both river and land attacks. After centuries of neglect, Golubac was carefully restored and reopened in 2019 and now has a great historical museum inside. While most of the areas of the fortress are easily accessible as long as you can climb some stairs, keep in mind that if you want to go to the absolute very top, you do have to have proper hiking shoes with a lot of grip because it is a pretty steep climb. But either way, this is a very important landmark in Serbia, so make sure you don't miss it on your trip.
Very cool experience. I would highly recommend. And one thing that I have really enjoyed so far about my little time in Serbia, I definitely haven't spent that much time here yet, but this is peak summer season, right? And I would not say that there are that many tourists here. This is definitely one of the main attractions in the country, and Belgrade is the most, it's the capital city, and there really doesn't feel like crowds of people, even though there are some tour buses and there are specific routes that groups take in the city. It's definitely not overcrowded. So if you want to explore a beautiful part of Europe, but that isn't completely filled with tourists, Serbia might be a good option. But now, as we leave the fortress, we are heading to a very special lunch spot. I guess it is on some kind of mountaintop, and it's a traditional homemade sort of buffet meal. So I am very excited for that. So we just got to our lunch spot for the day, and I'm kind of loving this because this isn't like an official restaurant from my understanding. It's just like this family that sometimes, you know, hosts big groups, and they have it on top of this hill called Captain Misha Hill. They got a whole garden, they got statues, they got knickknacks, apple trees. They got some animals roaming around, so couldn't ask for a better place. Thank you so much. Rakia, right? So here in Serbia, rakia is also very popular, sometimes homemade at about 40 to 50% proof. I do like it, so let's give it a try. It's definitely really strong, but this is actually so good because it's a honey brandy. So even though it's made with plums, I think, in this case, but they have honey as well, and it's just like so sweet and rich. Super, super good. Oh my gosh, the food looks so good here. All homemade. And they even have vegan vegetarian options, which is very nice because, you know, Serbian cuisine generally, I think, is very meat heavy, though right here is actually all the vegetarian options, and then I think after they'll be bringing out the meat. All right, so first course is chicken noodle soup. Super good, just like grandma would make. This is just so good, like homemade everything, and I really do appreciate that there is so much vegetables because I find in Balkan cuisine it is just so meat heavy, but here we just got a little bit of meat, different kinds of corn and cheese bread, and then a nice plate of veggies. So good. So after a very delicious lunch, we got back on the road to head to our last stop of the day, which was a boat ride on the Danube River in a unique area called the Iron Gates. It's called that because of the massive mountains and gorges on either side of the river, and throughout the 130-kilometer stretch between Serbia and Romania, the river widens and narrows, kinda like a gate. In ancient times, the Iron Gate was feared by many sailors because of its narrow and fast-flowing waters, and there were many roads and forts that were built here. Today, the area is home to one of Europe's largest hydroelectric plants, built jointly by the Yugoslavian and Romanian governments in the 1970s. And most recently, they have put in some very beautiful stone artwork on the Romanian side. Overall, this was a great way to close off the day because it was a blend of natural beauty and also historical significance. And that is it, friends. That was our fabulous day trip through eastern Serbia, literally on the border with Romania. They actually ask you to bring your passport in case, I don't know, border guards ask for it. But yeah, if you guys would like to do this tour, I will have a link in the description. We definitely recommend it. And as always, I'm sending you so much love. Keep being young, kind of beautiful. Bye, guys.